The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have any law degrees. I am Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. How you feeling today, my guy?
It's nice, man. I'm getting into my fall bag. You know, I take out the sweaters, kind of match it with a couple of shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, you looking real fallish.
Yeah. I haven't got to the boots step yet, because I feel like it's still not
winter tactic.
Yeah,
move.
that's winter. I'm still in fall mode.
I'm in denial.
You're in denial?
I'm in denial. I'm doing everything.
But I see you got the hoodie. See the hoodies.
The hoodie, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I was born in spring and I love fall.
Right.
And those are the transitional weather times.
Yes.
So I'm a fan of stuff of that time. So I got hoodies to kill.
Yes.
I'm a hoodie guy, like my time off. But I mean, I do this.
Yeah.
I do.
I know you do. I know you do this.
I do and stuff for them. I was looking, I'm like, my colors is probably not as bad as that. Like this is proper. This is proper, because this is a proper like fall lick.
Right,
so now motherfuckers see you on the street, they think you're like some damn Calvin Klein model and shit like that. That's the
look I was going for.
And they see me out here to be like, hoodlum, you know. So it might be.
Yo, my man, where the ball court at?
Shit, I get one of those things like, yo, where the weed at though?
Yo, you got me.
Now see here, citizen, I'm a healthcare professional. We're frontline workers here. But yeah, the weed dispensary is around the corner.
If you can't get there, hold this. Let's hold you all by the time you get there.
Hold this. If you twist this up, you be all right.
Yeah, you good. You good.
To the regular degglers, we welcome you back.
Welcome.
For another week
of
Podical puns and nonsense and Podical points.
Yeah.
To the new folks, welcome. Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube, you see us out here.
See us, baby.
All listening platforms possible. The Podical Sons, we out here. And podicalsons.com. All right?
That's right. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Let's get into some shit. Let's unpackage some things. So last week, we spoke about who's has life harder.
Right. Between the uglies.
Between
the battle of the uglies?
Bumping uglies. They bumping uglies out here.
Bumping uglies.
Who has it harder? Ugly man, ugly woman.
Right.
I stand by my answer and say ugly man.
And I stand by my answer and say ugly women.
Now, we posed the question.
Right.
To our social media platforms. 54%. It was a close poll.
Yeah.
54% said women.
See, I think I should start getting paid by when I win the polls or something like that. Like a $5 bonus.
Bitch, create the polls. then you can do that. Yeah, create the polls, then you do that. Why not?
Then I can get paid?
I mean, I'm doing this shit.
World, look out for the next poll. I'm trying to get my money on.
I look at it, see, ugly man needs money. I said that before.
Right.
Ugly man needs money. Ugly woman, I feel like, doesn't need money. If ugly man has money, celebrity-wise, I love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's my guy.
Right.
I fucks with his music.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you I don't rock with Jay-Z is the way how I didn't like how he dealt with like Dame and that whole undercut deal thing.
Right.
But he's come away from that time.
Yeah.
And I believe people deserve second chances.
Of course.
I don't feel like Jay's a looker.
Nah.
If I was a woman and it was broke Jay-Z, not broke Jay-Z, but regular income Jay-Z.
Regular income Jay-Z. Work at a store Jay-Z.
He might get a pass because the height, because he's tall.
He's tall, yeah.
He's over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Women love him for 6 foot men.
This is true.
Right?
This is true.
He might get a pass stuff like that, whatever, but then, somebody be like, hopefully he has a good heart because the looks don't feng shui up. Jay-Z with money. Still looks like Jay-Z with money.
It's a different story though.
Jay-Z,
it's totally different Jay-Z.
He have it. Dreads.
Yeah.
Dreads, let's say he found the fountain of youth where his hair.
And it's not even dreads. It's the shit locks.
The shit lock. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
cause dreads, you get the neatly manicured. No, he just letting that shit grow.
He's just letting it grow.
Yeah.
But my thing and stuff is that you come to a point where, like, I want to say money and aspects of whatever kind of thing example before we go back to the Jay-Z thing.
Right.
Smokey Robinson.
Right.
Smokey Robinson's old as dirt.
Yes, this is true.
Smokey Robinson, like he's probably 48.
This is true.
Right? Hollywood and that kind of money, you live a little bit different.
No.
So that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no lies there, man.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like a man like Jay with that money and all that, you live a life a little bit different. My hair kind of thinning out in this bitch.
Right.
But if I had that kind of money, that guap, and that kind of team, sorry, I'm not sorry. I'm twisting my locks too. Right? So bring it back to the looking thing and stuff. Jay, as a billionaire that he is,
yeah,
still hasn't went under the knife. An ugly woman with money,
right?
I feel like she would go under the knife. So, and go back to my Kylie Jenner thing.
Right.
You're not ugly, you're just broke. So I feel like once said ugly woman has a little change, a little thing or possibility, the come up is real. And on regular income level, makeup can go a long way. Dresses and outfits and stuff like that can kind of catch you.
Yeah.
Hell, I know a lady and stuff that look like friggin', it's like Janet Jackson from the back with more ass.
Okay.
And she looks like the Predator in the face. Sorry, or I'm not sorry. You pick.
Okay.
So, but yet it's still and stuff, whatever. There's still dudes flocking at her like, left, right, and center. Because they do one of those drive passes. They're like, damn, who that?
From the back?
And then she turned around looking like Wanda from,
yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? So,
but I mean, the ugly girl is going to get smashed. She's going to get the smash.
All right.
She's going to get the smash.
So how's that?
We'll give her that. But after she get the smash, what else is she getting? Because she might only get the smash and never get that smash again.
Okay, so with your pretty person privileged ass, you might look at those, I call them, they might seem foreign couples.
Yes.
Like you might look and be like, yo, this person's good looking as shit.
Right.
This person looks like a damn tree monster.
Right.
You're looking like, how the hell that happened?
How'd it work?
Initially, you need something to get you to the door.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
You need something to get you to the door.
Okay.
And it's up to you and stuff what you do.
Okay.
Opportunity knocks, do you answer it? Do you go through the door?
This is true.
Right? So, I mean, it might be to a point where, say ugly woman and stuff, whatever, she getting a smash. But like, say after the smash now, she go, look here. Hospitality means a lot in my world. All right?
Right.
Side note real quick. Never had sex with this woman.
Yes.
A woman I know wants to give me the business.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I said, I'm good. I'm cool. I always push it off like, yeah.
Right.
This time of the month, my dick ain't gonna stand up. I'm gonna be useless to you and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah.
One day I went to her spot with one of my boys.
Right.
Because I said, if we go there together.
Yeah. It's off the table.
It'd be in and out for a mission, whatever, right?
Right.
I call her house Manderland. It has everything a man needs for you not to leave. Tell me something that you might need at home that you won't leave. That won't make you leave. She have it there.
16-inch TV?
There. Classic Nintendo? There. A bowl, like how people will put like, candies and sweets and mints?
Yeah.
It's a bowl with styrofoam, with saran wrap on top with weed. There's a little rolling tray there, rolling papers, crusher, everything is on deck. Video games, movies, order food.
Mini bar?
Mini bar.
So then what's the problem?
That's it. That's it. I was looking like,
what's the problem,
I'm not doing it. You seem like you would do it.
But am I okay? Is she a looker or is she
She's
not?
not a looker.
Okay.
She's not a looker.
So she got all this stuff, Marvin. She's not a looker.
But not to me.
Not to you.
Not to me. Because the thing and stuff is that I'm looking like, so I want to say, I don't want to speak for the population, but I feel like most of the masses,
right?
Like, if her life was a Tinder profile,
yes,
I feel like she has probably at least like 80% swipes left. Swipe nose.
Swipe nose.
Swipe nose.
Okay.
80% swipe 80%.
Nose.
And I looked at stuff and I'm like, yeah, because everybody, it's on a superficial level.
Right, yeah.
But then think about you met her off the street. She tell you some shit like that and everything like that. You're like, you know what? You got nothing else to do. You ain't doing shit. You're going to occupy some time.
Well, how's the body?
And then the body?
Yeah.
Beach whale? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was being a bastard.
Okay.
Take two.
Okay.
She's a BBW.
Okay. So really, the only thing is the potential man cave living.
Yes.
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 Well, no, okay, let's not say okay. So what about the personality?
Personality is kind of like, I'm always told to be afraid of people that wear all black Air Forces.
Right.
She's an all black Air Force type of
Oh
woman.
shit. Oh,
You see, you said oh shit already.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
And then two, it's kind of like she's one of those people and stuff that'd be like, yo, it is what it is. So you're right. Right. Do you really want to gamble with that?
Because I think a winning personality can win me over, man.
And that's what I'm saying. The hospitality that she'll provide,
Yeah.
it'll bring you to those points with her. Because me and my boy and I, we said that. He's like, he got comfortable. Like, I was like, yo, I asked the girl, I'm like, I'm gonna be all American on you and everything like that, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna take off my shoes. She's like, no, that's fine. My boy said, yeah, he ain't gonna take off his shoes either.
Right.
And then after he's there, he's like, yo, shit, you got weed on deck and everything?
Yeah.
His shoes is off. He's up there rolling. He's crushing weed. I was like,
he got the foot on the couch and shit.
Like, nigga, abort mission. And he's looking like, I'm like, yo, one spliff ain't gonna kill us, Mark. I was like,
come on, Mark.
It's just one spliff. I was
this is like,
gotcha,
nigga.
So I'm looking at him like, I'm like, yo, bro. And he said it when we left, we ended up leaving. And then he turned to me and stuff and said, he's like, yo, you know what? She not even a looker though.
Yeah.
But he's like the hospitality and everything else provided. He's like low key, if he was there by himself, he would have fucked her. And then he would have go, he has a woman.
Yeah.
He said he would have fucked her and then he would have went home and stuff, be like, why the hell would he sleep with something like that when he has his dime piece at the house?
Right.
But I'm like, you can't say no to that. That's what I'm saying. It just has to get you to the door.
Right.
Whatever gets you to the door, it's up to you to go through it and stuff like that.
Okay, but I get that part. But if she get me to the door, right? And this dude is saying, he smashed. He ain't going back to his. He might never go back to that door again.
But it's true, possibility,
right? So whereas
possibility,
whereas the other way around, the ugly dude with money, as long as he don't go broke, she coming back.
That's hard though. But it's like due to these trying COVID times,
these times,
and
times we're in now.
These times due to these tough times, like it might be different and stuff. Where some things aren't guaranteed. Like okay, some people they thought they had a job to go to and stuff in like the December. They're gonna make money for Christmas.
Right.
Who would have thought that out of left wing the government would have said like, yo, you need to be vaxxed.
Yeah.
And then you're not for it and stuff, and now you're unemployed.
Right.
It was like, and one notion, you had this thing thinking and stuff for that, and then it's not like
totally
that and
switch.
stuff for that.
Yeah.
So things would totally switch on you at a fall of a hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And I get it, but I look at it where when opportunity knocks, you have to be ready to answer.
Oh, for sure.
So my thing and stuff is that no limit and play within it.
Yeah.
I call myself the midget Idris.
Right.
Joking purpose. All satire.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm gonna say like, I don't know, the second Idris or some shit like that, whatever.
Yeah. The second coming of Idris?
Second coming of Idris, I have to now prove with like some kind of factual stuff, or I don't want to say anecdotal, but something kind of thing like, why does this guy feel like he's the second coming of Idris and stuff?
You got to back it up.
Yeah, you got to, like, does he have the look? Does he have the accent? Does he have the report? Like, something.
Right.
Something has to add up. But some people and stuff like shit don't add up in their world and stuff. And it's just like, it's just delusional. And I just feel like everything and stuff is just yes and no. Some things don't add up all the time for less attractive people. I realize when it comes to attractive people and stuff, personalities and stuff tend to switch and change and like so fast.
Yeah.
Like I notice and stuff, even with myself, if it's a person, man or woman, and they're not that attractive and stuff, I want to say, I just treat them like regular people.
Right.
Like regular people, right? But I feel like when it comes to like a super attractive like person, let's say man or woman, if it's a super attractive dude, I might even put it on the table of a conversation.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, say if we're talking about like studio lights.
Right.
I think you guys should revamp your studio lights and everything. I'm like, real quick, are you a fucking model? Yo, you're asking shit. You're selling studio lights, dog? Really, my guy? You know how much women you can have out here?
Wrong profession.
Wrong profession.
Wrong profession.
Wrong profession. And if it was a beautiful woman and stuff, I might be captivated and stuff like that and everything. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry for staring at you for this long.
Yeah.
Because I just find you strikingly amazing,
Yeah.
looking and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I still get back to the task at hand.
Right.
I don't want to be caught up in the situations of like, I guess, Me Too's or people making feel people uncomfortable on those type of aspects and stuff for them. But I've noticed that with myself in the past that I've like, the way how I'd approach, let's say, the ugly or the common folk is different how I approach or talk to the attractive people or the people with power.
Right.
The dynamic shifts. But I'm like, that's a problem. That's a fault within myself.
Yes.
And I try to create the balance. I've created the balance
right.
to be the same.
Right.
Because I look at everybody like, you're second nothing compared to me. I'm just midget Idris. So man or woman and stuff. For you, I look good. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good.
You on your Idris?
Yeah, I'm on my Idris, even in the hoodie.
You on your Idris? Okay.
Even in the hoodie, mate. All right. So, the ugly woman, I feel she would have it hard, not as hard as the ugly man.
Okay.
Ugly woman, I feel like, yo, once you got your cake up, you're not going to be ugly.
No, they usually fix that real quick.
And I feel like once you're an ugly man and stuff, you're just worrying about maintaining your cake, staying up.
You just got to keep the cake up, that's all.
So, yeah, and 54%, again, folks, chose ugly women.
Well, it was close. It was close.
It was close.
It wasn't that far off.
The next poll and stuff. Would you rather have your camera roll leaked or your text messages leaked? And 75% said camera roll.
Yeah.
You said camera roll too?
I said camera roll.
I said camera roll too. Your phone not spicy like
Nah.
you basic?
No, man.
So your text messages they get spicy?
Family, studio pics. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like
my son dominates my phone.
Okay. Yeah.
I realized and stuff like I think I looked at my camera roll earlier today.
Right.
I have like less than 1,000 photos on there.
Yeah.
And he probably at least in 500 of them things.
500.
So he predominantly owns my phone. But I remember people told me like, yeah, when you have kids and stuff like that, especially nowadays, like yo, you take over your phone. My phone's he's a background on my damn phone.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I mean, my camera roll is not that wild. Now my text messages.
And I was about to say, and I would even say the fact that my text messages are spicy, more so that some of the stuff that I probably post and type is of the cancel nature. You know what I mean? But I'm texting that amongst my people, amongst my peers.
I don't think we
have like minds.
I don't think we made it yet to kind of come back from cancel culture. So I'm glad your text messages don't leak. No, because there's some people that can come back from cancel culture.
Yeah,
Hype, Chris Brown.
Yeah,
you have some people that come back from cancel, and then you have some other people who hasn't really made it to that level, like Sabrina Claudio.
Right? Yeah.
She didn't make it to that point.
Yeah,
and then cancel culture kind of hit her.
No, and with her though, you think it's because she tried to fight it and she did it embrace? Because I feel like those who embraced it and kind of been like, you know what I mean, and kind of been like rebellious to the fact that you're trying to cancel them, survived the cancel.
No, I think I look at it with Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds. When everybody's questioning how much they were juicing up and stuff, whatever.
Right.
And they start slapping these home runs out of nowhere and everything like that. They're still questioning like, yo, this guy's on roids. Still slapping home runs.
Yeah.
If you continue doing what you're doing,
right? Yeah.
Let the noise still come, but just continue doing what you got to do. The thing and stuff is that if you now falter or you slow down, right, or you stop, then you let cancel culture win.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But you keep doing what you need to do and stuff, whatever. No, I feel like for musicians and stuff like that, you have to make it to a particular point where, because ideally, you probably can drop a song, let's say, once a week. Yeah. Or say for shits and giggles, once a month.
But you got to be in that you got to be in that demand is what you're saying. You got to be in that space of that demand.
Yes.
Like it was easy for Tory to come back from being in that space because before that, he was in demand. Right.
With his quarantine radio.
Right.
He had other things popping off for him and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, yes, there's other things going on.
Right.
So if you continue doing those things, you'll be fine.
Where the majority of listeners probably never heard of a Claudio.
Right. They probably just have one thing to just go by like, a few songs
Right.
or an album, and the album is not, I want to say, often. That she might drop an album, let's say, once every 2 years.
Right.
We live in a time where attention spans are short like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like if we don't hear nothing from you for now, and all this, or you're not producing a video or radio play and stuff, whatever, you go to the fault and beyonder.
And you also and I also feel like you gotta have. I mean, when you say like you're big and you're on that level, a lot of that not for people not being able to cancel you is that you got dedicated fans to counteract that.
Mm-hmm. But you still got to keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I was saying you still gotta keep doing it, but while you're doing your thing, you got that core fan that'll be like, well, we don't give a shit what you say. We're still going to rock with so and so.
Okay, think about this. I look at like same thing you're saying. I thought about that when it came to R. Kelly.
Right.
R. Kelly hasn't had like a hit.
Yeah.
A hit in a long time. Right? This is before he went to jail.
Yeah.
He hasn't had like a hit in a minute. And now when they kept trying to cancel him with the sex cult thing, because remember, that was like the newer thing before the Surviving R. Kelly stuff, whatever. Still no major hit.
Right.
And everything. So now when it came to the Surviving R. Kelly situation and stuff, they're like, what can we cling on? The core fan base and stuff, whatever, right? But they're like, okay, your core fan base would be oh so much. You need more people to gather with you, to stand with your core people to make sure this is not happening for you.
Right.
And if you're not having that, then that's it. That's why like the endorsements and the sponsorships and stuff whatever go a long way.
Yeah.
But then when they start pulling back on you and stuff like that, you have to really stick to your art or your craft or whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah.
And just keep pushing through. Be like, yo, you're destined for greatness and you're gonna keep doing, this is what you do, this is what you love to do, this is what you like to do. Keep pushing. Tiger Woods. Oh my gosh, he's a cheater. His woman hit him with the golf club, fucked up the car and everything like that. Don't give a fuck about Tiger when he wasn't winning.
Nah. When
he started winning again and stuff, for them to be like, this is what we want.
Right.
And after that, whatever, people like, Tiger's back, baby, until the car accident thing and stuff a few months ago, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the kind of world and stuff we're living in now. So your core peoples and stuff, whatever, yes, they can be there, but oh so long because they're gonna shoulder all the pain and the grunt.
Right.
So if like this is a war, you're here, your 50,000 followers and stuff, whatever, 50,000 people are following you right here.
Yeah.
Bit by bit, people gonna do shit to start shooting them down and stuff, whatever. Eventually the 50,000 gonna be like, yo, we don't have enough people to stand up. You're gonna start taking these bullets to yourself.
Yeah.
We need more people to stop the bullets. We want more people to make sure they run out of bullets before we run out of people.
Yeah. We're keeping relevant and then having enough fans, man. Because I look at that.
That's why we make a podcast every week, folks.
I mean, what a good example for that is Dave Chappelle, right? When he said he did his documentary, then the controversy happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
And none of the major players wanted to put out his documentary. Right. Everybody folded, right? He's like, yo, nah, you can't cancel me. Okay. Y'all don't want to show my documentary?
And took it to YouTube.
No, that's when he decided to do the tour.
Oh, yes.
Because he knows I got core fans that's going to rock with me whether you like it or not. So, you don't want to hear from my people? I'll bring this shit to my people.
But that's what I'm saying. But he still knows that the content or whatever, his craft is still good enough to gain more people.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like, I know a woman and stuff, whatever. She watched this last special, the closer.
Right.
And she's like, I'm not a David Chappelle fan.
Yeah.
But she watched it and she liked it and it made her like, after he's like, go back to my old material.
Right.
She's like, in her off time and stuff for her, like she went back and, so that's what I'm saying. She's not part of the core following. Right. But if you can continue doing, like he continued doing what he's doing and still stuck to his craft, he gained a new follower within her.
You know what's interesting? I wonder if she watched that special because of the controversy.
She did.
See? So she probably wouldn't even have been a fan if there was no controversy. That's the crazy thing, right?
But some people,
like, how many people, like, think of that. You're trying to cancel it. I mean, because you're trying to cancel somebody, you've now sparked interest in other people to go see why you're trying to cancel.
Yeah.
And now other people are watching like, the fuck you canceling them for? This, you know what I mean? This dude's funny. Yeah.
He's not an island boy.
Nah, he's not an island boy.
Island boy.
Which island you from, Mo?
Hey, he's one of the Cuban ones, the off-cut from Cuba, whatever, where the people are fair-skinned. They don't have like the sun beaming on them.
Man, that nigga been stepped on 40 times. he's 1%. He's 1% Cuban.
You mad because he's an island boy. Yo, those boys need a haircut. Those boys need tattoo removals. They need Jesus. They need something.
They need Jesus. They need Buddha. They need
Allah. But for me, my text messages though, they do get spicy.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it will go, because I think my thing and stuff is that I don't aim to be, but I just end up wearing the crown. I feel like I'm the prince of piss off and stuff for no reason.
Right.
So like, you know, I showed you a text message earlier, and you know where my mind would go and how I might respond to a specific text message. And that might start a whole nother shitstorm.
Right.
But then again, like, my thing and stuff is I have the same phone number from like way back when. I'm not saying like
that hasn't changed.
There's growth with me, but I still feel like I'm me.
Yeah.
Right? So I might be wilder a type of way, but then my number's still the same, and then they contact me and they might assume I'm the same way and everything. That man or woman, like a guy's like, yo, trying to pop these bottles and fuck these bitches. I'm like, whoa. At the time I was married, I'm like, hey,
right, yeah.
I ain't seen you in a minute, dog. You know I'm married, right?
Yeah.
Pump me brakes.
Right.
How are you? He's like, shit, you got married? You had chicks galore. Like, hey, focus, man. How are you?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth, by the way. How are you? And then, so it'll get to some type of things, and that's it. And I get messages from women I used to talk to.
Right.
In the past. I got one. I was minding my business at work. Seen the thing chime off on my phone. It was a text message. I'm like, what number is this? I don't have the number saved. X'd off out of my world. All right, look. Hey, Marv. I'm like, hi, who this? It's such and such and such.
Right.
I was like, oh, it's been a minute. Hope all is well with you.
Yeah.
Put down my phone.
Yeah.
Look what you could have had. Then she sends, to block off the face a little bit, with the phone.
Right.
So
She got the flashlight happening, or she just?
Oh yeah, she had the flashlight going off and everything like that. Yeah. And then boom, look what you could have had. So I'm like, this is very scandalous of you. I might not save this photo, but I might definitely show it to my friends, screenshot, throw it up in the chat. Be like, well, yeah, I'm not that kind of monster no more, but this has been swell. Really? You missed this. And this is all in the text message. That's what I'm saying. This is all in the text messages thing.
Right.
Then I killed the text message and stuff, whatever. Yeah, because her and I, we stopped messaging, I think, after like a day or so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let bygones be bygones. Let sleeping dogs lie. So say the sun. Do not resuscitate a dead situation.
Right.
So I just let it go. My text messages will come at like speeds like that. Wilder. I feel like it'll come in to a point where, like even pertaining to like my son, my ex and I, when we're talking about the whole child thing and stuff going through like the phone.
Yeah.
About with Apple and like looking for child porn and everything like that, whatever.
Right.
My ex and I, the mother of my son.
Yeah.
I'm the father of my son.
Yeah.
So she sends me a video and stuff, be like, look what this guy's doing and stuff in the tub, whatever. It's funny to me. Like, I'm not looking at it for like nudity purpose.
Nah.
I'm looking at this stuff and like, this kid's a wild guy. Yeah. This guy's in the bed in the tub playing with toys, and he has like the boat right there floating by his crotch. And he's looking at it like, yeah. I was like, what are you trying to say? You got a tugboat dick? I don't understand. So it's funny.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, somebody might take that in a different type of way. So if my phone just get leaked, this nigga got child porn on his phone. No. I don't want my text message to get leaked. Camera reel, go nuts. Because I'm an island boy. Halloween just passed. Last time we were here, we connected on Halloweeny.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween just passed. I want to talk about like, I'm still a fan of sexy costumes. You for sexy costumes or you for funny costumes?
You know what? I was for the sexy costumes, but I've been seeing some really creative, funny costumes.
So you're with the creatives?
So it's like, yeah, I think I'm with the creatives.
I used to be with the creatives and stuff before. I think kids costumes,
right?
When they get creative,
Yeah,
I'm a fan of.
Okay.
Adults, no, because I look at it like, yo, eventually, motherfucker, somebody might call you out to a costume party or a Halloween gathering.
Right.
You can have one go-to costume just tucked away.
Yeah.
And say like, you know what? In any case, this might just make a move.
Yeah.
My go-to custom costume and stuff, whatever is 1 year I was fucking around with a friend of mine and stuff, whatever, and he had like the stencil thing for like his kids.
Okay.
To make like shapes and stuff, but it's like circles,
Yeah,
triangles, rectangles, and everything like that. And then he had a whole bunch of those things and stuff, whatever. And they had like some arts and craft paper, and they had gold paper and they had silver paper, and they just stenciled out like the little foam. These are from like the white construction, the white foam that you might come in packages.
Right.
Stenciled it out, cut it out, and then just wrapped it, and now it became like a 3D star, golden star, or 3D triangle and everything like that, whatever. I was like, oh shit. So he strung it up and made him like a bootleg big chain, and I made a bootleg big chain myself. I put more things in between.
Right.
I took it home with me, and then 1 year I was like, shit, I went to like 2 costume parties and stuff within that Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
And I had another party to go to, but I just wrote it off like, it's just a house thing. I'm not doing the most competitive. Other ones were like clubs.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. I put on the suit, went for the whole thing, and put on like a Kango hat. I was Prince Hakeem from Zamunda.
Yeah.
So creativity and stuff, whatever, you can pull out in your back pocket and stuff as an adult. If you can't,
Right.
The kid work, whatever, because you got to look at stuff like, you're dressing this kid.
Yeah.
You're like, the fuck am I going to do with you this year? Because the photos of you last year in the damn raccoon costume, you're like, Dad, I can't keep going as a raccoon and stuff, whatever. So now with the creativity, like you come up with like, no, if you make a kid to a one-night stand, that's questionable parenting moments.
Well, it's okay. See, well, and that was one of the costumes that caught me this year.
One night stand.
Was the one night stand, and the other one was the breathalyzer.
Oh, blow here.
Yeah, blow here. I was like, oh shit, those are funny because those are two. Even though I'm pretty sure they've been done before, I haven't seen on a regular basis. Right. Whereas.
Slutty pumpkin.
I think I've seen every last thing that possibly could be sexy.
Slutty prisoner.
Sexified.
Slutty doctor.
I just seen so much. Is it Daphne? Who's the one from Scooby-Doo?
Velma?
I have seen so much sexy Velma costumes.
They played out now.
Yeah.
They played out now. Yeah.
I'm like, shit. There was a Daphne on the show. Can't we do a sexy Daphne?
No one does a sexy Daphne.
Nobody does a sexy Daphne.
The only time I seen a one Daphne was in a porno. This isn't Scooby-Doo porno. It's a parody. Don't worry, I got some demons in my past. You guys don't understand. But yeah.
Yeah. Right? So the sexy nurse, the sexy doctor, the sexy police officer, the sexy construction work. There's nothing that can't be sexified that we ain't seen in a costume.
That's true. I still appreciate the sexy.
You still appreciate
the pervert in me wants to respect the sexy.
We realize.
Yeah, the sexy's not back. Sexy never left.
Yeah, it never left.
So yeah, but the weekend, he dressed up as Don Corleone from The Godfather.
Right.
And it was immaculately done.
Nice.
Money.
Yeah. Of course.
He has the team.
You get the best.
The money. Yeah, the best of the best.
That's probably the makeup artist that did the swell-up face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So I looked at him like, yo, this shit is popping. But are we living in these cultural sensitive times and stuff where like, you're doing whiteface and that's okay? Like, is that really okay? Because if it was somebody else like, you know what? I always wanted to be Snoop Dogg. They were white and they did the full Snoop Dogg look and everything like that.
Right.
Would that be okay?
See, okay. See if somebody wanted to be Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Right? And they had said, okay, you know what? They're going to do blackface to be Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would beef about that. All the blackface situations that I beefed about were people who were just trying to imitate black itself. Weren't trying to be anybody in particular. Weren't trying to be this, that, or the third. They just wanted to make fun of black people.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying stuff like if it's costume purpose, you're aiming for a particular person. to be.
Right.
But then if you're doing like, let's say, blackface night at school or something at university, you're not aiming to be a particular person. You're just making fun.
Yeah, you're just trying to make fun,
Right.
right? So where I look at it as The Weeknd, right? He does the whole Don thing. I mean, how much different is that from Eddie Murphy playing the white Jewish guy in the barbershop?
Eddie Murphy's an actor.
Weeknd is an actor?
He's a musician. We don't know. He needs a TV show or movie to play in.
Man, the one thing I always say about musicians, right? If you did not write those lyrics, you're more of an actor than a singer.
Ooh, say it again for the ones in the back.
If you did not write those lyrics, you're more of an actor than a singer.
The greatest actor is Aubrey Graham, folks. Yo, Drake, I love you, man. I love you.
I love you too. And then we're not taking away anything.
But if you didn't write it.
But if you're not writing it, you're reciting lines. That's what an actor does.
This is very, very true.
Right? So from that standpoint, The Weeknd is an actor. So if he goes out now and says, shit, I want to be Don Corleone, right? And he goes to his makeup artist and say, yo, this Halloween, I'm going to be Don Corleone. The makeup artist is probably not even asking. He's probably already got the white makeup out because he wants to be, I'm the makeup artist. I'm doing you for Halloween. I want to make it look as fucking real as possible.
So then when I go somewhere, like, who did your makeup?
Yeah, because it's me on the line, right? So I want to make it as real as possible. So it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like Weeknd is sitting down and he's like, he come out with the white makeup and Weeknd is like, no, I want to go. And he goes, no, trust me. You're going to look exactly like Don Corleone. Okay,
so let's put this to bed then real quick. So every year I realize and stuff, whatever, salute to you and myself. For the past 3 years, we've been doing this podcast. We always get into this cultural appropriation thing when it comes to this Halloween thing.
Right.
Let's put this to bed now. Halloween, you're okay with Halloween with everybody non-black portraying a black character.
Sorry. I'm okay
you're right.
on Halloween of anybody from any culture
pertaining to portray another culture.
To portray another person or another figure.
So if I said I wanted to be Juan Valdez from the coffee guy.
Yeah.
And I like you see me coming with a donkey poncho and everything like that. And then I had this fake mustache. I haven't got the mustache that thick.
Right.
Whatever and everything like that. Y'all not cussing me.
No.
Okay.
You're Juan Valdez.
Okay. No, because that's what I'm saying, like
with the bald donkey.
Yeah. Because we're in this politically correct time where we have to revamp and change our speech and our thoughts so frequent.
Yeah.
That sometimes it's too fast to keep up with.
Oh, I agree.
Like with me, we're in the chat.
Yeah.
And like remember in the chat and stuff, and I'm like, yo, that dude right there, my fucking spirit animal of the week. Oh, that's cultural appropriation. That's insensitive. I was like, can I say spirit animal? They're like, yeah, Aboriginal and Native people won't be too kind to that, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll say my hero of the week.
Yeah.
Is Superman gonna come after me now? They'd be like, which superhero? Is it a bisexual one? You know, I don't know.
Because
it's moving so fast and
the
stuff.
Superhero community is widened.
Yes, clearly. In more ways than some. In mouth and butt. But, I mean, the thing and stuff is that we have to create a new standard.
Yeah.
And we have to agree to this standard. And you're going to get violators, of course.
Of course.
Obviously. But yeah. I feel like when you get these violators and everything like that, this is where you hone them out and say, like, these are the, I guess, pariahs?
Right.
Or these are the faulty ones.
Right.
If we had the purge, just saying.
Yeah.
We had the purge.
Speaking about the purge, really, like, I
don't
feel
mind
like you're in favor.
Dark Knight villain. That'd be a hero live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah.
I think like my Thanos glove is about to come out in the next like 5 years. If certain things don't go my way, I'll be out here snapping.
Yeah.
Just snapping.
I feel it.
But I feel like we come to a point where you have a purge. They say shut off time is 7 a.m. from 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Murder is back on board, legal, and all the above.
Right.
Just because you didn't make it to murder that person at 6 a.m., like, oh, I had the thought to kill him at 5:58 a.m. No. The trigger got to be pulled, or the stabbing got to be done before that. Or even if you're stabbing multiple times, when it hit like 5:59, maybe you should cut back on the stabbing.
You better pull
back on the stabbing and stuff like whatever, right? If you go past that, you're a violator, and clearly you're a problem.
Right.
And I feel like, yes, you're gonna have these people and stuff out here that they say like, yeah, I'm trying to be Jay-Z, I'm trying to be this, that, and the third and stuff of the person and everything like that. But now, if you're doing a walk of shame home from like set club Halloween party now, looking like Don Corleone, you know, you got your leftover white makeup on, you're a black guy walking through Little Italy.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing, tough guy? Like, you know, you might get some words come at you.
Might.
A few hours ago, I was this for Halloween. That was a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Clean the fuck up.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I mean,
Context, man. Context, man. You were
control your context.
It was Halloween. Halloween is over.
Halloween is over.
Get out of character.
Smarten up.
You're
tighten
white
up.
face now.
Yeah. So I said, like, so in your case, it wasn't considered white face. In my case, I considered it a white face and I wasn't a fan of it.
Why did you consider it white face?
Because we've been in this time and stuff where I feel like racially,
right.
I want to say, and I hope, and I put this on record and stuff like that, I'm saying this, and I hope some other people and stuff will feel free to challenge me or come in the comments and stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends from the East African descent world,
Yeah.
Eritrean, Ethiopian world, more them than the Somalian folk. I want to say they're kind of like unique to themselves,
Yeah.
in a way. But Eritrean, Ethiopian, the Habesha realm,
Yeah.
some of them don't consider themselves black,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Now to the non-blacks, they're considered black.
Right.
Themselves, some of them don't consider themselves black people.
Okay.
I've had conversations with different Habesha people,
Yeah.
and they were saying like, I dated a Habesha girl. She's like, you know, I never dated a black guy before. Motherfucker, aren't you black? As I always used to say to myself.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, but that person is like not considering himself black. So now.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm, it's always interesting and stuff to me. I'm like, why you don't consider yourself black?
Well, so what do they consider? Do they consider themselves anything? Because
Habesha. They put themselves in their own kind of realm.
Okay.
It's kind of like me saying like, are you man? Are you woman? Are you other? And I said, no, I'm marvelous. Like,
right.
You stake your own claim, but like,
and I could get that, right?
yeah. But like,
but your Negroid features
are gonna put you in them.
Will classify you as Negro.
Yeah. One would think. But then I don't know what a Negroid features because I get in conversation and stuff with her. I feel like I tell everybody black goes with everything.
Right.
Put a white shirt, black pants, pop it.
Yeah.
Flip it, still popping.
Yeah.
Black go with everything. My quote unquote zoom in. My nose, according to specific black people, is a white person's nose.
Right.
He said, I like how you said right so I like shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna have to agree with the white people on this one. You don't have KRS's nose.
No, I don't have a KRS
no,
nose.
you have like Jerry Seinfeld's nose.
My name is Marvin. That's a Jewish name anyway. It means famous friend. But I'm of the Negro descent.
Right.
My melanin is popping.
Right.
But I don't have a KRS-One nose.
Right.
Right? So these things and stuff like, what are characteristics of like a black person? So let's say if Habesha person and stuff, their tone might be that, but their nose might be like mine's.
Right.
Might be like a Seinfeld nose. I've never heard that one before. But there's certain things and stuff that won't align them. And then it's whatever you decide that what you are.
Right.
So me, I consider myself a black person.
Yes.
If somebody was to call me a white guy, I might be offended.
Right.
Be like, you don't see all this?
Yeah.
If I wear a hoodie and stuff at nighttime, I'm pretty sure you're going to know I'm black. Because you're going to be like, oh shit, let me tuck my purse, cover my jewels. I'm like, those things and stuff are going to be prominent to some of them and stuff, it's like that. And they can challenge me. Feel free to challenge me and stuff like that. Because a lot of them and stuff will say yay, and then a lot of them say nay. They're not. I come to the dance and stuff and to the table where if you don't consider yourself in that type of realm, proceed with caution.
Right.
Because you don't know who you might offend. And if you do offend somebody and stuff, whatever, hopefully come from a place with no malice.
Yeah.
So you're willing to, I guess, atone for whatever wrong you or hurt you might inflict on some person.
It wasn't purposely done.
The teacher. All right. There's a teacher recently. Mm-hmm. She's a math teacher.
Okay.
She did, I think she put like native, she did like feathers and stuff like that, garb in her hair.
Yes.
She's in the classroom going up around
and
stuff like that. And I don't know if it's true or not, but he said allegedly the kid who recorded that was with native descent.
Right, yes.
Right? The other kids and stuff are laughing, look like, yo, this lady's too wild. She's going nuts.
Right.
They're like, that has nothing to do with math. You're wrong. In math, there's sine, cosine, tangent.
Right.
Right? What is it? Sine, cosine, tangent. So Sakatoa. That's what it is. So it's kind of like acute and adjacent. It's kind of like it means something. So like, but sine, it's acute, and I think like I forget what the C is, because sine is C is cosine and there's tangent. So Sakatoa, and she was going nuts saying it because like when I was coming up in school,
right,
it was like yo, if you forget sine, cosine, tangent or how to use it, you say Sakatoa. She's saying Sakatoa, but then she's going like fully into the thing. She did the most.
Right, yeah.
She did the most.
Right.
But the angle she was coming from and stuff is not like as far-fetched or as foreign.
Right, right.
She was still within that realm, but she just kind of went above and beyond to the extreme.
Yeah.
So then she has to know and stuff that she's offending. And if she didn't know she was offending, then if they're laughing and stuff for like, say if the kids are laughing, like it's kind of like me. If I'm telling my truth, you're dying laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing for?
Right,
I understand. This is as real as it gets.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Then you're telling me why. Now I have a level of understanding. But if you're laughing and I'm just still going in, bypassing everything and stuff like, no, Marv, you're fucking wrong. You're still laughing and stuff. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You're going to hear my Sakatoa and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
This is a problem now, right? So I just look at it like, yo, it's getting dangerous and stuff out here where, like I said, we don't know where the lines are being drawn. So we should come up with a collective. I know David Chappelle saying like he's not going to do any more specials until he talked to like the trans community, have a sit down with them. But I'm like, we need to, while he's waiting for that shit, we need to look over here and be like, we got some other shit we need to work out on ourselves with people, because is it worth it getting offended by this and stuff, whatever? Or like where your attention's coming through and stuff like that? Like, we need to know the realm and the aim and stuff where you're coming through, because people like clarity. And if you don't get clarity, things get obscured. Joe Buttons, bisexual. We know Joe Buttons is a sarcastic ass bastard.
Right.
He lives for this shit.
Right.
But then when they're selling the clickbait, as Joe Buttons comes out as bisexual, oh my gosh, this is brand new.
Yeah, yeah.
If you know Joe Buttons, you're yawning to this.
Right.
You don't know Joe Buttons, you're looking up, you're clicking that shit. You're part of the clickbait.
Yeah.
And you're looking like, oh, he was sarcastic with it? Oh, we thought we had a new alliance, a new allegiance with this person. These things happen, man.
They do.
So it gets kind of wild and it gets kind of spicy. Like, I don't know. I just want to know, where do we draw the line and where do we say? I'm not knocking the costume idea. Fuck, Don Corleone, that's the guy.
Right.
That was the guy.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I remember when I was little, I used to put 2 grapes in my mouth and stuff. But after I saw Godfather Part 2, put 2 grapes on each side of the cheek.
Oh, you didn't use the cotton ball? I used the cotton swab.
I used the grapes because I was going to eat the grapes eventually. Oh. I wasn't going to dig my fingers in to go get the cotton balls out.
See the cotton ball work could give you that dry mouth effect. That give you the more raspiness, because you try, you know what I mean? There's no wetness. It's like, yeah.
I let you into the organization, and this is how you treat family. Fredo.
This is how you repay me.
This is how you repay me, you know? So it's a great idea, but I don't think it's needed in today's time. I think if he did it without going white, I think it could run, because he could portray that aspect.
Right.
But I think when we're doing that now, like, we're still racially insensitive, like, how we make it fair for one side, we don't make it fair for the other side.
Well, and that's exactly why I said if you're out, I don't care what race you're from. If you're playing a character and that character so happens to be a specific color, and you're really going into character and you take on the color, then I don't really care. If you went out for Alien and painted your whole body green, what's the difference?
Right. Very true. All right. Let's talk about other dress-up things. Let's talk about Hooters and their new dress-up uniform.
Hey.
Hooters. How do you feel about this Hooters and the new outfit, new costume? Not costume, excuse me. New work uniforms. Now, the bottoms, they went from short shorts.
Right. Orange short shorts.
Right. To these new remix. They look like black panties.
They do look like black panties.
Panties. I like to say it like the Spanish people. The Latino for panties. Panties. I like to say it like that. But I might be cultural appropriating now. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I like it. But I like it. I like it. Wait. No, wait. I'm 16% Latino.
You're 16%?
I did an Ancestry.com thing like in 2014. I'm 16% Latino.
Si, senor.
Suck it!
Si, senor.
All right. But now, these I'm going to call them costumes because I feel like it should be a dress-up one notion type of thing.
Right.
They're scandalous now. I'm not going to lie to you. They're scandalous. As a pervert, I welcome them, but they're the thing. I don't understand the beef why people have an issue with Hooters. Hooters is not telling you we're going to give you refined food with women who are dressed up and covered up to the T. The name is Hooters.
And like I said, when we were going over this conversation earlier before the actual pod, I mean, it's like, honestly, what do you expect from a company who has made its name off of scantily dressed women? From the time I was of age to know about Hooters till now, I have never ever heard any male talk about the food or the beer that they're going to consume if they're going to Hooters.
In the summer, though, they got like a bucket special. It's like, what is it? I think 5 Coronas for like $25.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, that's the only type of thing that gets me to Hooters.
But how did you find out about that bucket special?
The Hooters in like the club district in downtown.
Right.
I walked past and they had like a patio thing.
Right.
And I seen the thing advertised. I'm like, oh shit, she look cute and she's standing right by it. Let's go there. That's why I end up finding out about it with her. But other than that, wings is trash. I'm sorry. Hooters, wings are trash to me. I can
listen.
I've never.
If you're going to work at Hooters,
know your role.
Expect the shorts to be short and the top to be tight. This is typical Hooters uniform. I don't know what else to tell you.
But keep it real though. Those outfits help them make so much money on their tips.
Yeah.
The outfits and then with their personality, it's like a combination.
A combination.
Because I feel like in a regular restaurant, they just have personality to go by. The waitresses.
Right.
Waiters and waitresses have just personality to go by.
Yeah.
The outfit, the body, the look, aesthetic plays a factor here within this organization.
I think it plays a factor more than anything else.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like they should come with I'm pretty sure they have like a few men one-offs because I heard about them in the past. I know there's one in South Carolina, North Carolina.
The fuck are those? Brooders?
It's like a man version. It's like a man
Brooders.
version. I don't.
Just come out with no shirt on, just some tight.
You call it shit like McNutties or some shit like that.
McNutties.
Like how these guys out in like Speedos and stuff. Yeah. But I wouldn't feel comfortable eating food from places like that though.
No.
Because my thing is with the shorts, I was kosher with it because they're shorts. See, right? But then now these things are panties. Yeah. So like how they're panties now, I know your pubic hair might be coming out to this thing.
About
and that's what I'm saying.
I was thinking about it. She's standing at the table, you trying to read the menu, and then out of the corner of your eye, you spot like this little curly hair. This little curly hair sticking out the side of her shorts. You there, facing the menu, side-eyeing the curly hair, saying to yourself, please don't stand any closer. Please don't stand any closer.
No, because you know what fucking kill me? When like you have those waiters or waitresses, they want to, like, say you had a party of 6.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want to come out all 6 plates by their damn self.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, I got this. You guys got basic orders.
Yeah.
And they doing all of this now, right?
Right.
Like, who ordered this? Who ordered that now? So now you're looking at like titty action.
Yeah.
All in your face. And she's like, all right, let me just shimmy off this. Like, let me just, this place about to fall. Put it right here. Be like, by your crotch and your panties? Yeah. I just don't understand why people, the upgrades and stuff for that. If you don't like what you're wearing, work at a new job.
Work at a new job.
This is how this organization functions. This is how they operate.
Yeah.
You're trying to go in there and change them from their system and stuff, which they already had established.
Right.
Not saying the power numbers don't work in this aspect, whatever, but you still have the choice. So,
but okay, so what do they want their uniform to look like? Is it they want
go back to the old?
Go back to the old. They just want to go back to the old.
But you can't. Because the thing is, if the upper heads and decisions and stuff, it's kind of like if Montclair or Gucci wants to make all their clothes and stuff from here out like racially insensitive, like, with the Montclair monkey with the lips and all that type of stuff, they want to keep going forward and stuff with that.
Right.
That's on them as a company to go forward.
Yeah.
It's on you. Do you want to spend your money there? Right. So if these girls are trying to get people to boycott Hooters, you're not going to make any money because you need people to come there to get these tips.
I was going to say the only way that they're going to get the change they want is unless the customers want the change. But if the customers is happy seeing those panty shorts, I'll just order. You don't keep those panty shorts.
I'll just order drinks at the bar and just make sure no food is being served. I don't need no. Like, well, R.I.P. Rob Ford. I got enough to eat at home. Like, yo, like, I ordered chicken wings. I didn't order kitty cat with it too. Like, you give me kitty cat later. Eat that later.
Wings with a side of puss.
Yeah. Like, what's for dessert?
Literally a side of puss.
Be like, would you guys like to see the dessert menu? We already see it from right here. Thank you, ma'am. We're good. We're good. I'm with my kids. Not today. No dessert for me today. But if I came solo, sure, I'll be offered into like the...
Listen, it's Hooters. You already know what it's about. If it's a restaurant called McTitties, you kind of understand what that restaurant's about. Hey, just keep it in mind.
Yeah. Let's talk about Elon Musk and this challenge the UN thing. How do you feel about this? Elon Musk says he will donate $6 billion to the UN if they can solve world hunger.
Yeah, I think he's stunting.
You think he's stunting?
Yeah.
Why do you think he's stunting?
I think he's throwing that out there purposely, knowing ain't nobody trying to solve world hunger.
And what if he throws it out there and then they do actually try and solve it? Then he's the full force behind it.
Yeah, but ain't nobody trying to solve world hunger. Since he's made the comment, how long has he made the comment now? It's been about maybe a week and a half?
No, probably like less than a week.
Less than a week. Since he's made the comment, right? Mm-hmm. So I read when he made the comment, right?
Monday.
Then after, right? I read all the other posts about all the other news outlets that picked up the comment and asking the same questions we're asking right now. What do you think, right? Mm-hmm. You know what? Who I haven't heard from?
Elon?
No.
Who? UN?
None of the people that he's asking the questions to. They listen to it. Probably half of them probably didn't even know he posed the question.
You think? I doubt that.
You think so? If you're a big wig in the UN, right?
Right.
And big to the point where you don't even go to all the meetings, because some of them don't even go to all the meetings. Some of them just feel they're too big for even that.
To what, go to the media?
Yeah. No. Go to the actual UN meetings. They might show up to like the major ones, but all the little in-between stuff, like some of them feel like they're even too big for that. Some of them are only concerned with UN matters if that UN matter has something to do with their country.
I disagree.
You think so?
I disagree.
I'm not saying all of them.
No, I'm not saying you're not wrong with like not going to the meetings and stuff like that, whatever. But my thing and stuff is that if you're a big enough company,
yeah,
you have to have a PR team.
Oh no, I'm not even. I'm not even thinking.
And that's just it right there.
But I'm not even thinking country. I'm thinking like I'm not even thinking company. Like look at, for instance, look at when Trump was in office.
Okay.
Right. Look at the cavalier attitude Trump had towards the UN and countries that are in the G7. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of them who have attitudes just like Trump, but we don't see that on display, right? We see Trump because that's the type of character Trump is. Trump is going to be up in front with everything. But you have some people that are just like, fuck it. Now, the biggest problem with solving world hunger is that when you solve world hunger, the biggest, it's one of those, the hunger is one of the biggest pieces that keep people under your thumb. Right? So when you solve world hunger, ain't nobody hungry, nobody weak, people got energy to stand up. Right? So if you are a business operating in one of those countries, world hunger is probably the last thing you want solved. You wanted status quo. You like starving people because you want the resources.
You want to control them.
Right. So that's why I'm saying when he makes that statement knowing that ain't nobody on his level wants to solve world hunger.
Right, but
it's a stunt.
Right, but even if it's a stunt, whatever, it's still on their ball court and stuff, whatever, because they're not responding to it.
Right.
And that's the thing.
Right.
The thing and stuff is that, like I said, no matter how big the company is, we're not a big company.
No.
But people would tell me, I got 4 phone calls and stuff in one day and tell them like, oh, Steve Harvey gave me a shout out on the radio on the Steve Harvey show.
Right.
But they're like, oh, he said Marvin, Marvelous Marvin, and all this type of stuff and everything. I'm like,
yes.
If I had a PR team, they would have probably scooped that before other people would have contacted me.
Right.
The things and stuff, that's what I'm saying. Certain statement stuff when it says like, United Nations. Elon Musk challenged United Nations, or somebody's trying to attack United Nations and stuff, whatever, the UN.
Right.
That's going to resonate. They're going to look like PR team like, boss, so this was just said earlier. You don't have to deal with it, but I'm just letting you know this is what it said.
Oh, yeah,
so this is what, it's not foreign or benign to them. When they don't act now, this is a perfect thing and stuff like, he can say to himself, this is the reason why I'm doing my own SpaceX thing. Because the countries that come together don't want to fuck with me.
And that's why I say stunt. That's why I say stunt. Like I'm throwing, if I throw something, if I throw it in, it's like giving somebody an impossible task, knowing that they're not going to complete the task, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Is it really impossible, or they just don't? They just don't want to do it.
It's not impossible.
Right? They just don't want to do it. Exactly.
And
so it's not
but
impossible.
He knows that they don't want to do it, so he's throwing it out there. That's what I'm saying. It's a stunt. He's throwing it out there, not because he's one of those rich guys that won't benefit from the people from people not being hungry. So he's throwing it out there like this, yo. I'm gonna be a world humanitarian, but I'm gonna say something that I know is never gonna come to fruition. I'm gonna put it on the UN, and when people are looking at the UN and saying, okay, shit, they're not gonna make it happen. Elon, why you ain't gonna make it happen? Like Elon said, yo, he gonna give you $6 million. Elon's still a good guy, right? He might even look like a better guy, right? Because he's willing to pay to stop world hunger. But it's the UN's, just like you're saying. He put it on the UN. Now it's the UN's fault, right? But he's probably putting it on the UN because he knows the UN is not going to act.
Well, but my thing is, if I know you're a piece of shit and stuff, I'm going to call you out that you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's just me regardless. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see there's nothing wrong with him and stuff, because my thing and stuff is that if I know you're a piece of shit, you're telling me you're not a piece of shit. I'm like, okay, I'm giving you a reason. Prove to me that you're not a piece of shit.
Right.
You should prove to me that you're a piece of shit. So then therefore, if I don't fuck with you or I don't do anything to you, or people say they don't like me because I got all this money now, be like, it ain't me. I'm going to offer my money for this person to serve a purpose. Look at that motherfucker. So that my thing is stuff like, it's not a stunt. It's a thing. I want to say it's like, it's an act to say I'm absolving myself from like the use of stress. Because he could pull up his own bootleg UN thing. Yeah. And have a team that just kind of does like meals and stuff once a week and stuff like, I don't know, but $6 billion is a lot of money.
But this is what I'm saying, right? Like, why, if you have $6 billion, right? Why do you feel that there's a need to challenge the UN? Why would you not come up with some feed the world organization?
Because his reach might not be, or his aspects and stuff for there. Because like, think about it, in a country, when in Rome, do what Romans do. if the way he's acting accordingly or living and stuff, whatever, because I think he's originally from South Africa somewhere, right?
Right.
But he's living in America.
Right.
So he might know the rules of like whatever South African country he's from.
Right.
And America. He might know those rules and stuff in like the back of his hand.
Understandable.
You might not know the rules of Myanmar. Right. You might not know the rules of Cambodia.
Understandable.
So then at the UN now, it'd be like, yo, boss, you work within the realms of your realm because you know that, but I'm just giving you the funds.
Right.
Fix it.
Understandable. But he doesn't need the UN. Like, okay.
You need the UN.
No, okay. So then organizations like World Wildlife Fund.
That's not in every country.
It's not in every country.
That's not in every country.
No, it's not in every country. But they got pull if they want to talk. They can go and speak to people in certain countries.
But it depends on, but it still might not get the moves and stuff. There might be like the particular people. So it might be the people of power.
Right.
But it might not be the people and stuff directly to the organization and stuff or to the means and stuff to do it. So it might be an affiliate or might
right.
You might golf with somebody that might work at like the World Wildlife Fund.
Right.
Right? You might golf with that person and be like, yo, that boy Marv, he said you want to throw some money and stuff your way and everything. If you guys can clean up those Bengal tigers and stuff that kind of roaming off and stuff into like Tibet.
Yes.
And you're looking like, no, because anything we do on that close to that side and stuff is now animal cruelty, etc. Blah blah blah. But Marv wants to throw his money.
Right.
You're the liaison in between and stuff with it because I'm trying to throw them the money, but they're not trying to hear me out.
Right.
And everything like that. So if they have their rules and set rules,
right.
Some money can't change everything.
Can't change everything, but can sure change a whole lot of shit.
It can change some things, but it's okay. But think about how many multi-billionaires and millionaires you have in America, but they still haven't done shit to fucking change the Constitution to their liking. Because like what?
But they don't want to change the Constitution to their liking.
But how do you know? We don't know that though. But that's what I'm saying. Because the thing is stuff is that you're assuming that.
If I'm a millionaire from between a millionaire and a billionaire, right? I could give a shit what the Constitution says.
Do you though?
Yeah. I can give a shit what the Constitution says.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What are you doing? Because my thing and stuff is that
I may not do anything.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's to your thing.
Right.
Right. But what if Elon's thing and stuff is to like a vision you don't see yet?
Right.
And it pertains to he needs people, what movie we were watching the other day? I was laughing and stuff. I'm like, yo, it's only a matter of time for a billionaire does this. Sorry to bother you. They had the people and stuff like this mega company.
Right.
And they had people and stuff working this bitch like slaves and stuff, whatever. Like, we provide free living, free this, free that and stuff, whatever.
Right.
You need people to keep that company and stuff running.
Yes,
so he's like, if people are dying from hunger,
right,
I need workers.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's part of his thing. He might need the people for that purpose. That's probably his underlining aim why he wants to kill world hunger. Because he might need people in the long run for the other things he might want to do. You don't know. And you can't assume you know.
I think he's trying to replace people with his robots. Do you want to?
I don't think so. I think he wants to do the AI chip thing in the head.
Yeah.
And it's not building robots from scratch. He needs humans. So now if it comes to a point, be like, look, Doug, we fed you, man.
Right.
You're not starving no more, man. Just take this chip, let us analyze this thing, and we're going to pay you when we put this AI chip in your brain.
Right.
Remember, that was already been talks. That's proven that Elon Musk is behind that.
Yeah.
So now when it comes down to it, they be looking like, well, you did kind of end hunger, though. Like, we ain't starving no more. I mean, and you going to pay me again? So now my food is catered to, and now you're about to pay me some bread. Throw the chip in, man. Throw it on this side.
Did he end world hunger? Did you end world hunger at that point?
No, but
if it goes through.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He threw it to UN.
Right.
UN dropped the ball.
Right.
Say Elon must come out with a statement tomorrow like, look, I gave the UN time to react. They don't want to do it. Fuck it. I do it myself.
Right.
Now he does it himself.
Right.
That same statement he can say.
Yes.
He can say that.
But he could have did it himself. I'm saying he could have did it without himself without making that statement.
Nah, because that's what I'm saying. There's rules and parameters.
He could have said to himself, listen, man, fuck you in. Jeff, let's do something for the world. He could have threw that challenge out to Jeff. Fuck the UN.
True, but I think in his realm and stuff, whatever, and I can't speak for him. Like, again, you can't speak for him. Same way, I can't speak for him.
But I think
my thing, and my thing and stuff is that if you don't fuck with somebody, this is why one of the reasons why I love Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
If Donald Trump don't fuck with you, he don't fuck with you.
Right.
And his peoples don't fuck with you.
Right.
Right? Colin Powell, when he died, R.I.P. Colin Powell, Colin Powell, he made a statement one day and stuff, whatever, and I fucking love it. He said, a leader is a person that motivates people to achieve their own personal agenda.
Right.
Colin Powell is dope for that aspect and stuff. They dropped the ball when it came to the Afghanistan thing? Absolutely, for sure. Trump said, I hope when I die, y'all support me the same way y'all support his ass, because he dropped the fucking ball on it, whatever, and you guys crucified him, but then gave him an awesome burial.
Right.
I hope the same thing goes for me.
Yeah.
Because Trump letting you know, I don't fuck with Colin Powell and them. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't fuck with somebody and stuff like that, then that's okay. That's your thing. So if Elon doesn't fuck with Jeff Bezos, hey, buddy, you want to do a partnership to try and end world hunger?
No, but I'm saying not the fact of doing the partnership, but just for the fact that same stunt. Like,
I know it holds more weight.
I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing it out to Jeff. I'm saying, listen,
we disagree on that one. It holds more weight to do it to the EN.
If we're both petty, right? We're both fighting these petty wars, right? And I say to myself, okay, we're all millionaires. We don't benefit from anybody solving world hunger. But I can make myself look good right now if I thought the gauntlet and Jeff doesn't accept. Because I thought the gauntlet and Jeff doesn't accept. Yeah, we might not like each other, but guess who's going to look at like the bigger asshole at that point? It's not going to be me.
It's Jeff.
It's going to be Jeff.
Right, but that's why he threw it at the UN, because that's what I'm telling you. The thing and stuff is that everybody has a different sets of rules where certain things can't go and apply. It's like you can't, some places you can just donate a boatload of money to. Some of the places and stuff like that, they won't accept donations.
Right. Certain
things have rules and parameters and guidelines and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of times people will speak about things when they don't know about the things and stuff like that. And I know every country had different rules and sanctions and all the above. Where do you go? You go to the places stuff that just holds and houses all the people who knows the sanctions and the policies for said country.
Okay. Well, I feel he was stunned.
Not to me.
I'm like, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, dude, you already know it. You already know the UN ain't trying to end world hunger. You know that. Yeah. You know that. I know that.
One more quick thing and stuff, whatever, then we'll head to the question of the week. I want to talk about this father accused of killing his daughter's ex-boyfriend. For the folks that don't know, there's a father killed his daughter's ex-boyfriend because the boyfriend at the time sold the daughter to a sex trafficking ring. She went missing for 11 months, almost a year. The parents found her, brought her back home, and I guess when the father ran into the boyfriend and stuff again, or the ex-boyfriend,
right,
he dealt with him. He took matters within his own hands.
Right.
And left him in the trunk of the car. And this is where we are with this case.
Right.
Lock him up, throw away the key.
Did they instantly know it was the father, or?
No, they tracked it down. They tracked it because like fingerprints and stuff like
right.
that.
Got it.
Brought to the father, and the father didn't deny nothing.
Yeah, right.
Right? Father's like, you did it to my daughter. If you did it to my daughter, I'd do this to you.
Yeah, yeah.
He owned it.
Yeah.
So hold himself accountable stuff, whatever to it. Are you for freeing the father? Or are you against the vigilante justice?
I'm against the vigilante justice.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, the situations to take care of that, we've moved past that mob mentality type of situation. Whereas before acting on a specific thing, we want to try and find out why, right? And I think the reasons why we're trying to find out why in society is to prevent something or things like this
to happen again,
from happening again.
Right.
Right. When you take matters into your own hands, you eliminate that process.
The whole due process.
You eliminate the whole due process, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, as a parent, I can understand why he did what he did.
As a parent, I'm for freeing him.
As a parent, you're for freeing him?
I'm for freeing him.
I'm for freeing him.
But you just said you're...
I'm saying, like, I'm against vigilante justice.
His vigilante. I'm talking about his vigilante.
Oh, no.
His vigilante.
His vigilante justice?
Yeah.
As a father, I know why he did it. And I can agree with it. And I can't sit here and say, I wouldn't do it myself, right? So me sitting here saying, I wouldn't do it myself, well, shit, I don't want to go to jail. right? So if you know what I mean, if he can pardon me, please pardon me.
Yo,
But I can see.
I would torch the fuck out of that car. Oh, that type of shit. Look, part of the reason why I understand, like, vigilantes and stuff exist is because due process doesn't work for everybody.
No.
Money talks and bullshit runs track meets. There's countless times stuff we hear about people being raped. And because these people had money, lawsuit, like lawyers, litigation, everything like that, no one was brought to justice.
Right.
Right? It's not always going to get everybody.
No.
But some people and stuff, they do not believe in karma. They're for revenge.
Right.
So if said person is for revenge, it's your choice. Own it. Am I about revenge and stuff? No. I'm more about karma. Because my thing and stuff is that, like, I believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
So since I believe in a higher power and stuff, whatever, I'm like, yo, I get it from my mom. My God don't sleep.
Nah, mine doesn't either.
My God don't sleep and stuff, whatever. So you won't get yours and stuff like that and everything. So I don't really have to do it to you because you're going to get yours and stuff, whatever. And then when you do get yours and stuff, hopefully I'm just notified and everything like that.
I had something like that happen to me once. I was at a basement party, right? Me and another dude. And the guys that were there had beef with the other dude that I was with, right? And legitimate beef, right? The dude I was with, and at the time I didn't know. The dude I was with did some crafty shit to the guys, and they ended up going to jail, right? So that night at the party, they warned him first before they beat the shit out of him. Now,
what did they say? You better get the fuck out of here.
You better
beat this
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Oh, I took it. I was like, all right. 8 o'clock bedtime.
Warned them first, right? So I was there, and when I seen everything going down, I'm like, I came with dude, right? It's like, I can't just stand by. And again, I did not know why they wanted to do it, right?
Right.
So I ended up, it got to the point where I ended up in the tussle. So it was me, dude, and like 15, 16 different, but they didn't want me. You understand? It was a little 1 or 2, and then they made sure they held me to the side. Had 1 or 2, 3 dudes held me to the side while they beat the shit out of homeboy, right? The dude. So the next day, right?
Wait, did that dude who got his ass up talk to you? Gotta be like, yo, dog, how come I came out all scuffed the fuck up and you came out?
No.
Okay.
I had battle scars.
Oh, okay,
you understand? But like I'm saying,
just
I had battle scars. But I'm saying they were after dude, right?
Right.
So then when after everything was said and done, I got back home, right? And the next day, I was in my area now, and everybody was like pissed off. They're like, dude, this, that, and that. Because you I can understand, but Smooth's not in anything with anybody. So for Smooth to be caught, it can't go down like that. Right? So it's like they were like, yo, we're gonna do it. So I was all about, yeah, let's go get this revenge, right? And then they told me why it went down. And then after hearing why it went down, I was like, shit, I would have beat your ass too. Right? So at that point, I had to put aside the fact of what happened to me and not wanting to take revenge from me. Even though I still want to take revenge from me, I'm not taking revenge from you, right? So I said, you know what? It is what it is. Let it pass.
But some people...
2 years later...
Go ahead.
The dude that led everything, right? Brought the whole static onto my friend. The dude that led everything got drunk at a party, drove home, lost control of the car, went off the road, crashed into a tree, and killed himself.
Could have waited. Waited for the karma.
So, you know what I mean? Like, and at that point, I wasn't even thinking karma. I was just like, but he had what was coming to him.
And that's my thing. That's just my thing. I operate in the karma realm and stuff, but there's specific things and stuff that I don't take too lightly.
Yeah. Well, certain things can't happen quick enough.
Exactly. Because I look at it and stuff as like, it's easier for me to defend myself than it is for me to defend you.
Right.
Right. And that's the thing and stuff. So it takes more effort and more work for me to try and defend your shit than my shit. Because things will come at me full speed ahead all the time. And I was just like, small thing to a giant.
Right.
My son is he's in a realm where I have to look at this thing. I'm a rational person, so I have to look at it very, very, very closely.
Yeah.
And then try to remove myself from the equation to scrutinize and look at this.
Right.
Before I react to certain type of things.
Right.
Because I try to think about what I should do, what I could do, and what's the best thing to do.
Right.
Right? But that's just my brain.
Yes.
Some people's brains and stuff don't have those kind of layers of process and stuff like that. So it's kind of like,
no.
You fucking my baby, you getting it.
It doesn't. But then again, what I was talking earlier when we were going over this topic is that I was saying I don't know what I would call this, but then you mentioned crime of passion, right? Where it's something that you typically wouldn't do, but you're overwhelmed by your emotions and your emotions take over at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, like you're thinking, you're processing, man. You know there's what you could do, what you should do, and I don't know what the third one is.
What's the best thing to do?
What's the best thing to do, right? Mm-hmm. In a pit of rage, all that shit might just go out the window.
Facts.
Especially if, you know what I mean, God forbid, it was something like damaging that would happen to your son, right? Like at that point, you might just say, fuck the 3. I know what I'm gonna do. And I feel like that father might have just been in that position, right? Especially if we know how these kids are nowadays. Was a little mouthy fuck. So what if I had your daughter on the strip?
Just go in this trunk real quick.
Just
go in this trunk real quick. We're gonna just drive off to Dead Valley. They call it Death Valley for a reason. Yeah. And let's have some fun while we're out there. Just have some fun. We'll play Dexter.
Ski shooting.
Play Dexter. You be guy on the table. I'll be like, you know why you're here? Show you some slides. Yeah. Show you my knife work, and we just proceed. I mean, look, we have to look at things and stuff like in a whole scope pertaining to I want to say law.
Right.
And I feel like, yes, some evidence stuff for there don't add up and everything, but if you have proof for some things, proof and witnesses and receipts and stuff like that, I feel like most of those things should be open and shut.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a conversation that it should just be like, yeah, he did it and just called it a day and they still haven't released the father yet, whatever, right? So he's still being held. I was like, I was just not open and shut. I was like, okay, if my daughter he put me in a prostitution ring and stuff, whatever, I escaped with my life and stuff like that, whatever. They had to go get her.
Yeah.
The parents had to go get her.
Yeah.
So it's not like she escaped and ran away. They had to go get her.
Right, yeah.
Legit, pulling dudes, stopping a John from trying to have their way with her and everything. Girls crying for tears and their life and everything.
They put their life at risk going to get her. Yes. They don't know what kind of situation they were going into.
Nah, look here, man.
You know what that reminds me of?
Taken.
It reminds me of
Taken.
Yes, Taken.
Yeah.
But
Taken Part 2. I'm just fucking with
you. The prostitute who killed her pimp.
Was it Cytona Brown? Satonia Brown. I'm messing her name up. No, she did at 16 though. She killed the pimp at the 16.
She killed a pimp, right? And I was like, are we really gonna look at her and blame her? This dude was
that's what I'm saying. If you had the receipts and everything adds up and stuff, whatever, and it's not open and shut, clearly this is the reason why I understand some of this vigilante justice. Cause I'm like, he said yes. Yes, he was there at the scene. They have evidence. They have things that pointing directly. I'm like, you will want to convict me if I happen to be in a place and stuff where the murder or something like that went down.
Yeah.
You don't know if I did it, but you want to handcuff me and arrest me.
Right.
I'm guilty until proven innocent.
Right.
On that aspect of stuff of that. Now you have all aspects pointing to this person is guilty. And where's the justice? That's what I'm saying. These rape cases out here go off in schools. They're the guys or something like that. They're just banned from participating in this school or stuff. They're not expelled, but they're banned from thing.
I'd be interested in knowing how many times vigilante justice has occurred, and the law actually just looked the other way.
Then you gonna research that shit on your own because it's a lot of times.
Yeah,
It's a lot of times, and you going because what are you going by? You going by state? You going by country? What are you looking into? Because if you're going by state, you might even have cases over the thousands just pertain to a state, much less even a province like this.
Yeah,
a province like this is a big, massive province. There's hubs like Thunder Bay. There's hubs like Toronto. There's hubs like Mississauga.
because I guess it really depends on who's investigating your case, right?
It does. It does.
You know what I mean? Like
It
someone
does.
investing in your case, like a parent of a daughter would probably look at it different as a detective who don't have no kids at all.
Correct. But then there might be somebody who have no kids and stuff, whatever, and they probably treat this case if this was their kid,
Right.
and they would do all the above.
Right.
So it depends on who's doing the case.
Who's doing the case?
You're right.
Yeah.
But
This is crazy, man.
free
You
Pops.
should have torched the truck, the car, Pops.
Yeah,
Torched. You know what I mean? You didn't watch all the movies.
No,
And
no,
at that point, they torch everything. They don't leave no
Always
evidence.
make sure you have a movie night.
Yeah, yeah. He had the steps. He didn't torch the car.
He didn't torch it. All right. Let's get to the question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Are things better or worse the second time around?
I'd say depends.
It's an adult diaper. Fire away though.
Cause I'm like, your first time having sex, it's probably gonna be the worst. Probably gonna be the worst, if not close to the worst performance that you've ever done.
Okay.
The second time, you got a little bit more experience, so you know how to handle yourself. And that experience was probably gonna be more better than the first time around.
I feel like when it comes to individuals, like people to people,
Mm.
it depends on the people. I think when it comes to a task, it depends on the person's, I want to say, drive and dedication.
For the task.
Yeah, because if you don't give a fuck
Right.
and everything like that, the first time you might go out of it like, yeah. The second time you might be like, why am I here?
Right.
Right? But if you're going to people and everything like that, I think this is where I want to say it might be damn near human nature. I'm not too sure if it's a science behind it, but I feel like we all critique.
Mhm.
We all critique, no matter what. Like
Mhm.
you might critique me to like possible people who you might have conversations with.
Right.
Because you might say like, well, if this was Marv, the conversation would go like such and such, but you're this, so this conversation might go a whole nother way. Right. Subconsciously, we just do these things. And I feel like pertaining to like a relationship, you might be like, oh, person cheated on me.
Right.
Do I give this relationship a second go? If I go at it in a second go, I have to know for a fact that now before I never had no inkling that this person would ever cheat on me. Now I have it in my head, this person has the capability of cheating on me because they already done it.
Right.
Is it better or worse the first time, or is it worse the second time and stuff coming around in this relationship? Because now I'm kind of scared to do all of the above, and I'm questioning everything you might do when you don't act accordingly.
Right. But here's the flip side to that. Because we've posted this whole, we talked about if someone cheats on you, would you give them a second chance? Right. And one of the things I mentioned during that conversation is that a lot of times when that person is requesting that second chance is because he realized what he had was really a good thing. And
why are you making him a he for? First and foremost, my species doesn't cheat like that, okay?
She realizes the
Boys
good thing
cheat.
that they
Black
have.
men don't cheat.
And now they're like, listen, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. So I'm going to be from here on, I'm going to be on my P's and Q's.
That's you, but then the other person still has to accept that.
No, but I'm saying the other person still has to accept that, right?
Right.
So even when
they might look at it like this shit might be worse coming around.
Right. Even when that other person accepts it, they're still going to be on their guard because of what happened the first time around, right?
If they accept it. And that's what I'm saying.
If they accept it, right?
Because that's the thing. The thing and stuff is that you're like, I've given this a chance. I've given you forewarning that this is not my realm. You've done it.
Right.
So now I'm looking at it like, you clearly don't give a fuck. Now you want to change your ways and stuff for that because I'm damn near out the door.
Right.
it might be a lot worse because now you realize and stuff how upset I might be.
It might be, but under that same scenario that I just said to you, right? So that person, he or she decides they're gonna give that person a second chance, but they're cautious now, right? It's not as smooth as it was the first time around because of the whole cheating incident, right?
Why'd you say smooth like that?
Yeah,
is this something you mean? Is there some meaning behind this?
I thought smooth and everything.
Okay.
But that person decides to give that person a second chance now, right?
Right.
Okay. After that now, 2 or 3 years down the line, in that second chance, they realize, you know what? Everything is working. I no longer, I can now trust this person right again because he showed me that and then some and has gone beyond. And I'm happy at this point. At that point, is the relationship that you had the first time better than the second time around? Or is it now reached to a state where it's overtaken that whole first part?
I don't think it might have overtaken it because I feel like
still in the back of the mind that
is there, but I feel like you ever notice and stuff for like, think about if you like, I don't want to derail and go too far off and stuff for that, but think about a day where like everything goes well for you.
Right.
That day. You have certain people that look at like everything going good, something might be coming up to counteract the bad.
Right.
Whatever, right? And then some people also just look at it like, yo, they're blessed. They're blessed and highly favored and God's on their side or whatever's on the side. The 4-leaf clover, the stars lined up, moon sign, roundhouse, whatever the fuck it is. Things are just going well for them. So if you're in a relationship and stuff where you're looking like, damn, this person cheating, that person cheating, not my boo. Everything's going smooth and everything like that. You're like, my life is good. I got nothing to complain about and stuff, whatever. But now you had the situation and stuff to you're like, I have something to complain about. I don't know if I'm for it.
Right.
So even after the 2-year mark and stuff, whatever, you're like, I'm not the same before where I had no fear.
Right.
But now you've now eased my stress because it's been like 2 years removed from situation and stuff, whatever. Eased it. Haven't removed it from my brain because I told you, forgiveness is a superpower that everybody claim they have, but they do not have.
Right.
So now with this aspect and stuff, do I feel like I really haven't like really forgiven this person? If I forgave this person and stuff, yes, it might be better than the first time.
Right.
Was it? Is it Shalimar? Second time around. Yeah.
I just think a lot. I just think of like when you say that, I think of a lot of relationships that happen when people are maybe young and not mature enough to handle certain things, right? So they try it doesn't work, right? And then later on in life, they reconnect. They get older. They're now more mature and they're more understanding of what they want.
You're rekindling an old flame.
Rekindling an old flame.
Yeah, I don't do those type of things though. I just like to hump.
Yeah, but we know what you like to do.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I operate different. I like to hump, right? And I think
we know what you like to do.
Yeah, that's a given. But my thing is, it's so hard. Like I don't understand where, like people go back to exes. Ex to me is short for exit. I said it before. I said it several times. Whatever. I just feel like there's 7.5 billion people on the planet. Let's say it's half of that is let's say half of that population is to your liking or to your realm that you can possibly date.
Right.
Why not try and find somebody else that might not cause you these type of I'm not saying you're not going to get hardship and heartaches in a relationship.
Right.
But devastating enough for you that make you want to leave said relationship because certain things might bring you to a breaking point.
Yeah.
I have a thing and stuff like, some things might be a red flag to me and I might just bypass it and stuff, whatever, right? Like, if a chick wearing all black, low top forces, I'd be like, yo, boo, no man ever bought your mother kicks. Can I buy you some white J's? Can I buy you some white forces? Try to spice her life and change her realm and stuff with her. But like, if you're already set for like certain type of things, like, and she's like, no, these are my kicks. I fuck with these and this is what it is. Okay, do I stay or do I leave? And if I stay, then I made peace with set thing.
Right.
But if I haven't made peace with set thing, vámonos. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna find me a woman that wears white forces. Cause I feel like she might not have no felonies upcoming in the future and everything like that. Cause you just don't give a fuck out here.
And all her problem was her not liking white forces.
You just need more kicks than just a black white like low top force. Criminal, yo, is that an Eminem song? Criminal, yo, like, yeah. So I mean, but to me, I feel like the second time around, there's a lesson that comes with it. The first time, a lot of times, there's no really a lesson or a teaching moment. I think maybe because my favorite school the best school in the world to attend is the School of Hard Knocks. Life. I feel like life is the best school you can ever attend because we're still in this bitch.
Right.
Motherfuckers stopped going to school, got a degree, kept it pushing and stuff. No, we're still doing this life thing. Adulting is hard.
Right.
So when it comes down to it, when you get to this point and say like, yo, you know what? I see what you did. It was fucked up of you. I can see it. Let us improve on that.
Right.
And go from good to great.
Right.
If we were good, let's go to great. Do we overcome this together? Do we not? Do I persevere? These are things I have to answer with then myself, be real with myself,
right?
Then bring it to the other person and stuff, whatever, too, and say, like, this can we operate in this realm? And if they want to operate in this realm and stuff, for just know for a fact, like, yo, are you okay with the scrutiny?
Yeah.
Some people might not be for the scrutiny.
Yeah.
Because some people might say, yeah, I'm fine with the scrutiny and stuff, whatever. And then like you see the person on the phone, what you're in the phone laughing about. Not, let me see it. Let me see your fucking phone. Be like, I ain't doing nothing. Let me see your phone.
Right.
Why are you acting like that? What do you mean why I'm acting like that? You seen me 2 years ago. You thought I forgot? Let me see the phone.
It's a good question with many layers. You know what I mean? Because because one of the things you really think about it, right? It's like, rarely do you get things right the first time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of times it's going to take like a second or a third time to nail it, right? So it really depends, right? It's
all
like
perspective.
It's all perspective.
All perspective. No right or wrong to it. All perspective.
All perspective.
Cool. Let's get to the Ask the Sons and slide about. Foxfire 96. What's your biggest pet peeve in porn? Go. Because you know I'm the king of perverts and you know I got tons of pet peeves with porn. With the
my number one pet peeve with porn is the 1 minute scene loop 16 times to make a 15-minute scene, and then the 10 seconds of money shot that came after the original 2 minutes or the original 1 minute. They tacked that on the end to make homeboy look like some superstar. Yeah. Miss me with that bullshit.
So, you think it happens that often?
Not no more.
Because I feel like yo, these guys out here popping pills. So I feel
but ever since the pill, there was no need for it.
Because I feel like if they're popping pills and they're still like steel,
yeah,
they probably might have like the little thing that might and finish in like 3 minutes to be like, all right, so we're gonna save that part for the end.
Right.
But we need you to fuck her in different type of position.
Or they probably wouldn't have to say nothing, right? Because it's just editing at that point.
They just know like, all right,
just keep going. No, we know we got the money shot. Just keep going.
You want to take a break now? All right, so you ended that with just one missionary. Okay, so we're gonna need a doggy scene, a reverse cowgirl, a regular cowgirl to tack on to the cum shot you just had.
I wonder if the pill eliminated the fluff girl's role.
It did not.
Did not?
No, it did not.
The fluff girl still got to, you know what I mean, got to work her magic during the scenes?
Because I feel like I seen 2 porn documentaries, right?
Right.
And I seen more porn documentaries, but I seen 2 particular that kind of graze along that line. The thing is that the pill is not, I want to say, with Viagra, in the beginning, it was automatic.
Right.
But they fixed it to a point where, like, you don't need to take, like, multiple sessions. So before, it was like you take 2. When Viagra first dropped, you took 2.
And then you waited for a period of time.
And then it fully kicked in.
Right.
Then now they dialed it back and stuff to, like, make everything into 1 pill. So now with the 1 pill now, it's kind of like you take it once it kicks in, you follow the regimen and stuff for it to kick in.
Right.
You still need a mental stimulation or some kind of stimulation and stuff to kind of get you. So
get you jump started.
Right, to get you jump started. So once you're jump started and stuff, whatever, now you're there.
Right.
Now the pill can say, okay, well, now you're jump started and stuff, and that's it. But if you're, say you're clinically depressed and you take a Viagra and stuff, whatever, I'm not saying you're gonna be sitting there sad with a hard dick, but it might not kick off and stuff like that until you have like the whole inkling about you fucking with this depressed dick.
Right.
So the mental aspect and stuff is kind of like with the fluffer girl or fluffer person, it's kind of like, all right, we need a fluffer.
Right.
The fluffer doesn't come right there. All right, cut in front of everybody and stuff. Let's kind of to the side. Hey, can we talk to you to the side for a minute?
Yeah.
Can I jerk you? Can I suck you? It's like a one-away type of thing. So now the stage fright aspect and stuff of what was probably stop and set guy is now kind of gone until like you come out the room. Eureka! All right, go champ. She probably slap on the butt cheek and just go out there. Yeah, send you right back in and stuff, whatever. So the one fluff girl that I seen in this documentary, she said, people think if we just run out straight on the set, they hit pause or a cut, and we just start right there. She's like, no. Sometimes we get them water. Sometimes we talk to them. Sometimes we got to get them a massage. Right. Sometimes we kind of just got to get them back to like champion game mode. Right. Whatever, right? Because something might have thrown them off in the game mode and stuff.
Shit, yeah. The fluff girl she got responsibilities.
She got a responsibility, man.
Nah.
She got her responsibilities.
I thought she was just out there keeping dicks hard. No, she's got a role. She's got a role on the set.
She knows her role. And they just put it in her hole, though. That's it.
She's just as important as the gaffer.
Exactly. Or she might be doing a gaffing on side.
She might be.
Me, I got too much complaints about porn. Step siblings living in the same house. They about 30-something years old. Like, no one's fucking productive in that household and say like, you know what? I'm motivated enough to like think, oh no, we're just all fucking rich. We're all gonna live like Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And I can't find no one else to fuck, but we're rich.
Right.
I can't pay somebody else to fuck, but I choose to fuck my step sibling.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, I don't like the cameraman talking. Cameraman talking to piss me off.
You don't like the cameraman?
No,
it's like the cameraman talking?
It feel like a rape case waiting to happen. Like I seen some like I feel like it's a Ted Bundy waiting to do some shit before. Be like, yeah, you like sucking dick, huh? Yeah. What do you like about sucking dick the most? You're like, ew, shut up.
Just film.
Just film
already.
Just film. Is she banging you? Just whip it out, man. If not, then shut up. You know me, I like storyline and stuff like that too. Like, I don't know, you just can't just start fucking. Like, even if the thing was called Booty Talk 2011, and it starts up like, oh shit, I haven't seen Booty Talk and stuff like in a minute, and just come out of the scene and stuff, whatever. It's like hot chick walk up to dick and just start sucking it. I question everything.
You know what genre has some really interesting storylines? Asian porn.
I have questions. How do you know so much about
You gotta read the
Asian
subtitles though. Yeah, you gotta read the subtitles.
So at that point, I don't think we're jerking it now. Are we jerking?
But that's what I'm saying. It's a story.
Are you jerking it and reading it?
It's an in-depth storyline. Like,
so you're jerking it?
You start off like this and you're like, oh, wait.
We can solve cancer.
But Tina left Rob. What? Wait. Oh, Tina about to get in the scene with Rob.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we might get canceled. Yeah, you're right. We might get canceled. This might be the last episode. We'll know next week. The same way you'll know. Come back next week.
But with the influx of women directors, though, you're getting more quality stories. I feel.
I hope. You know what? Yes, I can say yes to that, but I feel like with the production of like people filming their own shit and putting their own shit up for like their own monetary gain.
Yeah.
I feel like the quality aspect is going out the window.
Right, yeah.
Because kind of like if you're OnlyFans and stuff, whatever, your fans just want to see you take a dick.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like, this is such and such. We met at the roller rink. We've been developing everything. And be like, oh, fuck him. Or somebody be like, I've been to that roller rink. Why didn't you pick me up?
I was watching, I can't remember what documentary it was, but it was, they were talking about that same similar thing, right? I think the director, she used to be
a porn star.
I've
seen that one.
You seen that one? But you know what I mean? She came on, she said the difference with her movies is that
they're more sensual.
Yeah.
They're more woman friendly.
Right. Whereas it's, we're into the wham bam thank you man.
I've seen a lot of documentaries. I've seen a lot of porn. As I said, my critiques, trust me, they come across the board. Next question comes on back to back. They spell back regular number 2, Bach, like Sebastian Bach, the composer. What is a common myth that pisses you off? Lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice. Every fucking tall building you see has a lightning rod, and lightning hits that whether you believe it or not. That's why it's called a lightning rod.
That's why it's called lightning rod, man.
So lightning does strike in the same place twice. Even more than that. It's just that seize the opportunity the first time. If not, try and make the best of it the second time and stuff. It just doesn't come to the frequency that you like. So believe it or not, you probably could have won the lotto and stuff with the lotto numbers you probably have in your head right now.
Right.
Question is, when did you use the lotto numbers? Did you use them at the right time and stuff where you could have won back then?
True.
Or did you use it, or you're not using it at the time where you could have won like next week? Right?
Yeah.
What about you?
Mine would be I don't know what it's called, that wand, but it's like a branch. It's like a
wand. Harry Potter?
It's like a 3-branch wand, and you hold on 2 ends, and you're supposed to find water with that shit.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a wishbone.
Right. Looks like a wishbone, and you're supposed to hold it like this and somehow find water in the ground. Yeah, Miss Me.
Yeah. That's a lie.
I've never seen anybody find water.
Never. How does it work? Does it vibrate? Like, does the stick vibrate?
The stick's supposed to vibrate. Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Last one comes from Sneaky. As an adult, where are you supposed to find friends? That is a good question. I'm glad you're an adult that wants to try and make friends. Join a club, not a party club. Or join a sex club. I would join a sex club because I like sex. When you join clubs, I feel like anybody in that club to kind of already operate in the realm of common interests.
Right.
So you're already in the realm of common interest with a person and everything like that. So I feel like things could kind of bloom or blossom and stuff from there. I'm not saying like you might get the exact person you want as friend, or it might go particular in your head, but it might go out in a realm. Because I want to say with me, even with me playing Pokemon Go, I don't think the people I've met since I've been playing Pokemon Go, I've ever would have met them.
Right.
If we didn't have this commonality.
Right.
But then with that, it started from there, and then things and stuff kind of, I want to say, expanded from there. Like, oh, you fuck with this? Oh, you do that? Oh, you do this, that, and the third? Oh, okay, cool. Because it was funny where when I said I had a podcast stuff whatever to somebody and everything, so the guy's like, no shit, I have a podcast. I'm like, you had a podcast all this time? But he has a sports type of thing, whatever, right?
Right.
With him and 2 other buddies.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's dope. So now we might just talk Pokemon this much, and then we might just go into the realm of like podcast growth and what do you do and strategies and stuff.
Right.
It starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
Join clubs and people that share common interests with you and everything.
Yeah, join clubs, join a gym.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if like a lot of people have their favorite little drinking hole that they go and hang out at. You know, like,
cheers.
somewhere
you
can be
go.
social, man. It's like it's nice to have a sit at home, relax, and have a glass of wine. But you go to your local bar and you're socializing, you're drinking, you're socializing, you make friends.
No, but it's not as easy as you make it seem, because I know tons of people and stuff are like that.
Yeah.
Some people and stuff are like to a point like they can. What was that song? I heard it the other day. The Alyssa Cara. I'm just over here. She's in a party,
right? But
she's not socializing at the party,
right?
Because she's looking for her friends to just come and go and then leave.
But that's what I'm saying. But she doesn't want to be at the party,
right? But then some people and stuff, they just don't have a thing. Like they wish people come up there to talk to them so they can have something to talk about, whatever, right?
Right.
I know somebody and stuff, whatever. Motherfucker stores useless facts and stuff that are in their head, ready to go, just in case. Like, it was so stupid. I almost wanted to backhand the man. The man said something about like, we had an Uber Eats thing. Yeah. 3 of us, right? Three of us, and we were about to get food. So we said, all right, we'll just pay for it. How much it come up to? They're like, say $70, including tip. Right. $70. So 70 divided by 3. This is what our total was and stuff. Each person had to pay. Right. Right? Yeah. So now this fucker jump up. I never knew what 75 divided by 3 was, but now I know. So if somebody asks me, I can just spout it out real fast. I'm like, what fucking crackhead world do you live in? But that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you storing it using? Well, I asked why. What's the purpose? He said, just to seem smart. And some people might like me more. So I said, you want to be liked. Right. If you want to be liked, there's other ways to go about it. Yeah. Not waiting for it. Come on, this is the day. Ask me what 70 times divided by 3 is. Come on. Excuse me, where the washroom is? Fuck, they didn't ask.
But I mean, even if you're not like an outgoing person, that person's used to making friends, right? If you like to drink, let's say if you're a person that likes to drink, right? Mm-hmm. And you say to yourself, you know what? After work on, let's just say a Friday. This is your unwind day, right? Friday, you're going to go to the bar and you're going to throw back 2 drinks. You don't care to socialize with anybody. Mm-hmm. You got your little spot at the bar. Bartender comes, gives you 2 drinks. Mm-hmm. By the 3rd Friday, you and the bartender's friends.
Hope.
By the 4th Friday, that guy sitting beside you, he might have asked you a question because he's been sitting at that same spot every Friday too. So I think the more that you stay there in a situation like that and become a regular, I think it then becomes easier, right? You might not even have to be doing any talking at that point. Somebody might come up to you and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Or you might be there. Somebody walk in, a regular might walk in and say, "Yo, I won the lottery and drinks on everybody. Yo, what's your name? I see you every Saturday. I don't even know who you are." Oh, Mike.
You got, but you're hoping for a person and stuff like that. Because I feel like in today's times, like motherfuckers won't even greet people. Right. They won't even acknowledge people. Like I look at people and stuff like head nod and like I see you. Yeah. As a person. But some people and stuff would just kind of go past and all the. I work in a hospital full of people that I see like walk on the same area the whole time and they won't even greet me. Yeah. And we work Monday through Friday in the same building, running to each other possibly in the same spot, and nobody won't say anything. Right. So like a lot of times if it pops in my head, I'm like, oh shit, I always see this chick or I see this guy. What's up? How you doing? All the above. And I'll take it upon myself. So that person's waiting for me, like the guy drinks on me. I'm the one that initiates. Yeah. But if you're not a person that initiates things and stuff, I feel like the reason why I say a club is because the illest thing and the most beautiful thing to see stuff is when somebody starts talking about themselves and to something that they like or their realm. And if you don't like shun them or make them feel a type of way, they'll get lost in it, whatever. Right. You like watching those things that they build shit and all the above. Yeah. Right? That's not really my forte. Right. Ben likes that shit. So then when you and Ben be like, yo, you seen that one? Or you see this one other and this one other? Like, clearly this conversation ain't for me. This is y'all. But y'all got lost. And it's a beautiful thing though. Right. Because it's like, you guys have this common interest now where it can go deeper into this type of level, or you might recommend another video, or he might have a video. No, you gotta watch this one. Right. And then for all you know what stuff, it just blooms and blossoms to something else. I keep saying blossom. I know. This lady told me, she's like, I sound old when I say blossom. Yeah, you do sound old. I'm older than you. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say anything, but go ahead.
But yeah, so it comes to that realm. That's why I'm like, when you start feeling comfortable, and you can talk about your shit, it's kind of like your truth, your world. Mm-hmm. No one can really tell you about your world, your truth as much as you can. Right?
So we got club, bar. I'll throw work in there. Work is good. Is a place to
work is good. I have a few friends that we started from work and we're now bigger than that. Yeah. We're now bigger than that. And we don't work together anymore. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's it.
Well, the last few set of friends that I gained was from a work environment, right? And it's like, it got to the point, same situation where we'll call each other it's no longer a work thing. Like we're just friends. You know what I mean? Like I'll contact you if you want to kick it, we just kick it. Work is not involved, but we met through work.
Straight goods. All right, folks. Nice little lengthy little unpackaged one for you, but we got a little jewels for you to take with you.
There you go.
Slide out with. So say the sons this week. Imagination and desire are the parents of hope. So say the sons. I feel like a lot of people don't know where to get hope from. So you have to find a way to create it. And I think when it comes to imagination and desire, these help formulate a person's form of hope. They might be hopeful for pertaining to a car, an object, a person, but you need the imagination and the desire aspect and stuff to kind of come together first. So it starts from there.
Right. Okay.
That's it. Once again, I'm hit you my Dr. Phil hands.
Give him the Dr. Phil.
Thank you for listening to Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love. Dr. Phil style.
Peace and love. Remember, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes,
all streaming platforms.
Wherever you can find us. Comment also. Let us know how we're doing. Good or bad, we enjoy the feedback. It helps us improve what we do.
I ain't improving shit.
You ain't improving shit. Mars at perfection already.
Either love me or leave me alone. Peace.
Good night.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.